Hello and welcome to the business segment. The Ghana Chamber of Mines has expressed concern about what it says is the continuous decline in revenues for mining companies. The industry, which accounts for about 37% of the country's total exports, has seen a 13% decline in revenues in the first quarter of the year, following a 17% drop last year. This, the chamber attributes to a drop in production due to the energy crisis, among others.
Mining has been described as a complex business, and the industry needs to engage relevant stakeholders, educate and inform them. In addition, mine lives are planned alongside predictable fiscal regimes to ensure profitability and sustainability. At a media briefing, Chief Executive of the Ghana Chamber of Mines, Suleiman Kuni, says even though the mining sector contributes significant amount to the country's GDP amidst difficult economic conditions, the sector is burdened with excessive taxation.
Government should consider itself as a commercial enterprise where it is, giving up something at the initial stages just to attract investment into exploration. And then in due time, when they start making money, when they start production, then government can tax. But to tax at the initial stages when it is so risky, because essentially what they are coming to do is to help us, identify the ore bodies for us to mine. Because government itself, we as a people, we are not able to put in the investment into exploration. And it's so high risk that for us, it begs the question, why would you want to tax something which is so risky? So all we are saying is that just go down on taxation on exploration just to attract the companies, because we are not willing to do that as a people, as a country, so that they can come in and come and invest their own capital.
He, however, regrets the mining industry has not been fully tapped.
We are concerned that we have not had the kind of vision which would really help us to leverage the mining industry to do the kind of things which other countries have done. I give examples. I talked about weighted carbon, my own experiences with the product. I talked about caustic soda, a friend investors' challenges with that. I talked about grinding media, which could be produced locally.
The Chamber of Mines is also calling on government to take a second look at the fiscal regime that governs the mining sector, considering the current economic challenges the country is faced with.
Finance Minister Setekwe says China's rejection of a loan application by Ghana for some road projects is not unusual. The Chinese government, in a letter to the Ministry of Finance, turned down the loan request, explaining the projects, quote, lack financial benefits, unquote. The projects include Phase 1 of the Accra Outer Ring Road project, Mankesi Maguna Swedru Sarum Road reconstruction, Dodo Akbon and the Somenya Akose Junction Road reconstruction projects. Critics say the loan refusal is because Ghana terminated a digital migration contract awarded to StarTimes, which was being sponsored by China. Here's Setekwe.
The Chinese don't give us one type of loan. The Chinese give us loans which are concessional. The Chinese give us loans for which we take preferential credit. And then there are commercial loans which they take. And the EXIM expects that when you apply for a loan for a commercial project, the project should pay for itself. So, for example, a good example is Bui Dam. You remember that even when the Bui loan was taken, very early, some co-arrangement was made to repay for the facility until the power will be able to pay for the facility. So if they say that the project is not commercially viable, maybe the instrument, because a debt was not, a concessional loan was not available for those types of projects, and we had envisaged, in the case of the Gang of Six, which includes some of the most commercial routes that we have, by our definition, and there is a project to put electronic toll roads, toll booths, so that we can collect money to service some of these in more efficient ways. Probably their analysis is showing that the tolls may not be viable yet.
The National Communications Authority has issued the selected Interconnect Clearinghouse ICH operator AfriWave Telecoms Ghana Limited a provisional license pending a substantive one later on. This was in a letter from the NCA addressed to AfriWave Ghana Limited dated June 2nd, 2015. Samuel Douna of Adum FM joins me with more. Samuel, welcome to the business segment. Tell us exactly what they're being asked to do.
Yeah, I mean, if you follow this ICH issue, first of all, it's in court. But then before it went to court, what the NCA is saying that we need a clearinghouse. The telcos have got their own arrangement already to sort of like interconnect arrangement. But then we thought that it was too much. The mesh is a bit confusing. That's what the NCA is saying. So they are setting up the ICH to sort of like clear every kind of communication in this country and whatever is coming from outside this country. So it's going to be sort of like a middleman, and every communication must go through the ICH, whether it's a call, whether it's a data. So it's not just about the telecom operators. It's also about even the ISP, that's the internet service providers, and all kinds of electronic communication in this country is supposed to go through the ICH. So even though the matter is in court, the plaintiffs they were seeking an injunction. Yes. But then the processes towards realizing the ICH, the court says they cannot rule on that now. So it means they can go on with the process.
Because it could be prejudicial to the
case. So that is why the ICH and the NCA thought that they could still go ahead with the processes. So that's what they have been given a letter to go ahead and start setting up all the equipment towards the establishment of the ICH. So basically that's what...
This is a case you've been following. Quickly, any word from the NCA?
The NCA is not speaking. The NCA is not speaking. And that is very strange for me because you have issued a license. So I thought they would come and explain to the public why they issued the license when the matter is in court. But what I know from the operator is that they have brought in equipment. They've brought in all the equipment. They have hired a fiber company, a local fiber company to sort of like lay the fiber towards connecting with the telcos. They have actually called a meeting with the telcos. So one telco went to that meeting. This is an inside information. One telco went to that meeting. The other telcos didn't come. They raised issues of contempt because they thought the matter was in court. So because of that, the meeting couldn't come on. But so that is what I can report now. The meeting couldn't come on. But then they are in the process. They are actually working towards realizing it.
Okay, thank you very much. That's Samuel Douna of Adum FM, and that's it for the business segment with me, Francisca Kakra Forsen.